Hey y'all, it is 3:58. I think it's Monday afternoon, and we're going through Portland during rush hour. Now, I've been to a lot of cities and I've been through a lot of cities, and I must say, Portland is one of the hardest cities to get through. Now, it's okay if you're going, say, like I am on Highway 5, and you don't. I wish I could show y'all what's on the left hand side, but of course I can't. Lots of water. And, then it's okay. But if you get off, for instance, was it last year? Year before last, when Jay put my solar on for me, oh my word, trying to drive around Portland was, to me, a nightmare. So, why is it everything that is cool and interesting is always on the other side? That's so just frustrating to me. But there's too much traffic for me to try to take my phone down from the holder and film any of that for y'all. I'm going to be honest here and tell you that this has been kind of a hard trip for me. And I think, and I hate to say this, y'all, yuck, but I just think the older we get, the harder things get. And it's just true. I don't have the energy level that I used to. I'm trying to be as careful with my gas money as I can because, well, y'all know why. And so I'm not taking little side trips and, getting off here and getting off there. But the thing is that I'm not rushing by any means. I'm just, scooting along, keeping up with traffic. But I just get so tired. Now, last night, I'm going to tell y'all, it was cold. I do not like to be cold. And I didn't anticipate it, and I didn't bring my little buddy heater, which really, if you get cold enough, you can just start your car or your van, in my case, and just warm your vehicle up a little bit. Now, here's what I've determined that you need to do. If it's not too hot during the day, rest during the day, and then drive at night when it's cold and you can run your heater, and vice versa. But anyway, today I was so tired, even after I woke up this morning. And I don't usually eat, until 10-ish, 11, whatever. So I had a large Coke. Now, you would think that all that sugar and that caffeine would have zipped me up a little bit, but it didn't. I just was so tired. So I stopped when I got gas and I got a 5-hour energy drink. Now, I take a lot of breaks because I need to, and Hazel needs to. If I don't take Hazel out fairly frequently, then what happens is I get on a stretch of road, or I get in the middle of a city and she starts doing her little happy dance, which means I gotta pee, or I gotta poop, and there's nowhere for me to get off. Now, that's really stressful, y'all, because I get worried about her, and of course I don't want her to have an accident in the van. So I stop, pretty often, and then you have to stop for gas. And so I got a 5 hour energy drink, and I drank that. Now, when I did that yesterday, in about 30 minutes, I was fine. I felt good. I wasn't sleepy. I wasn't jittery. But today, when I drank it, it just didn't help me at all. So I stopped at my favorite rest stop here in Oregon. It's like a giant park, and I did a little video on it quite a while back when I came through here before. And so I took Hazel out for a little walk, and she's been getting some pretty good exercise on this trip, y'all. So I got back in the van, and I was like, you know what, I've got to take a nap. So that's what we did. And I don't know how long I was out for, maybe an hour. So I feel a little better now than I did. But this has been kind of a, difficult trip. So, I don't know why it is. It always seems like the traffic on the other side of the freeway is worse than it is on my side. But I have to tell y'all, today it's about equal. There's some beautiful bridges, I'll say complex bridges, here in Portland. And there's a lot of water. Now, what we're looking at right now, these bridges, they have not had attention in who knows how long. They have peeling paint, and they look pretty bad, y'all. But could you imagine getting up high on one of these bridges, and you'd have to hang somehow to scrape and paint? That would be awful. I remember one time my first husband worked construction, and one afternoon he got home early, and his arm was in a cast. And they had been working on a bridge. Now, it wasn't one like this or anything, but, it was a decent bridge. Well, the dodo fell off and broke his arm. That's scary to me. He was so glad, though, that he was working on that bridge, because you get paid a little bit more money when you work on something that's a little more dangerous. But anyway, y'all, I just thought I would check in. I might have made a short video today. And usually I do make several, but I've got a couple stored up, and I've published some. And y'all, I just have not been getting to my comments, and I'm sorry about that. Eventually I will get them all answered. But that's it. I'm about 3 hours away from my son's house, which is, that's according to Google, but we know, according to Deborah Joy, that's more like 5 hours. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll get there about 9 o'clock, which I'd like to get there earlier. However, I will not be spending the night in the van, and I won't be cold tonight. So that's good news. I hope y'all are doing really good, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.